Halo Kak,
Halo, hai.
halo
Aduh,
semuanya.
delay ya. It's my
Ya
mistake.
makasih banyak ya Kak. Thank you banget udah mau join nih, pada lagi sibuk kan ya Kak.
Aman, aman, aman.
Ya, hai teman-teman juga semua yang udah hadir. Jadi kenalin dulu ya Kak, nama aku Edward Lius. Aku mahasiswa PBI tahun 2019.
Oh,
Nah,
berarti
kali ini aku sama Kak Marcella nih. Ya,
masih
kenapa?
aktif, ah? Masih aktif, masih di kampus, masih kuliah.
Masih dong Kak, iya. Kan maba
Semangat,
ceritanya. Iya,
semangat, semangat
jadi
ya.
buat jadi buat teman-teman yang nggak tahu apa itu PBI in 60 Minutes, jadi kita bakal nih ngobrol nih sama para alumni yang pastinya berpengalaman dan berprestasi di bidang mereka masing-masing. Dan kita juga bakal ngobrolin soal banyak hal deh, mulai dari masa-masa mereka selama kuliah gimana, mereka kerja gimana, dan banyak tips dan triks yang bakal bisa di-share sama para alumni kita. Nah, acara ini juga diselenggarakan oleh Program Studi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, Fakultas Pendidikan Bahasa Unikat Jaya. Kalau buat teman-teman yang mau bertanya ke Kak Marcella, boleh banget ya tulis di komen, nanti akan aku sampaikan juga ke Kak Marcellanya. Oh ya Kak, boleh minta waktunya sebentar nggak Kak buat promosiin Atma Jaya bentar nih Kak?
Oh iya, boleh, boleh, boleh. Gimana tuh?
Ya, jadi buat teman-teman nih yang misalnya belum dapat kuliah atau masih bingung masuk mana, Atma Jaya lagi buka pendaftaran nih untuk penerimaan mahasiswa barunya. Nah, kita ada dua pendaftaran ya, yang online sama yang offline. Buat yang online itu bakal dibuka dari tanggal 18 Juli kemarin sampai tanggal 7 Agustus nanti. Dan untuk offline-nya itu dari tanggal 3 sampai tanggal 7 Agustus. Nah, tanggal 8 Agustusnya kita bakal mulai tes masuknya. Gimana cara daftarnya? Kalau misalnya offline, tentunya kalian semua harus datang ke kampus kan. Kalau yang online, caranya juga gampang banget. Kalian tinggal buka website kami, www.atmajaya.ac.id. Nah, di situ di bagian kanan nanti ada tulisan register now, kalian tinggal klik dan klik daftar sekarang juga. Terus kalau misalnya buat teman-teman yang udah kuliah dan maksudnya mau nyari beasiswa, kalian juga bisa mengunjungi website kami itu. Karena di situ banyak banget informasi soal beasiswa. Jadi Kak, udah siap untuk memulai Kak?
Oh
Kak,
iya, iya, iya. Tuh, dan kedengeran.
kedengeran Kak sekarang?
Iya, iya, iya. Sudah, sudah.
Oke Kak. So, how are you Kak?
Ah, pagi, pagi. Siang.
We're gonna speak in English Kak for the interview session Kak. So, for those of you who don't know who Kak Marcella is an alumni like PBI, and she's also an author. She writes books for children, and she is also an actress. She starred in Sweetheart, Asisten Rumah Tangga, and a lot of activists. So, do you want to add something Kak before we continue?
Actually, recently I'm starting to be, uh, and also to create my own animation. But actually, really uh, before it completely maaf, maaf sebentar. I,
I'm
yeah,
sorry Kak, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat it?
okay. So recently, can you hear my voice? Can you hear
I
my
can hear you, but
okay?
it's
Is
kind of missing.
is it clear enough? My voice?
Oh yeah, right now
I
it's clear enough.
because the other. So could we just stop for a moment after the adhan?
Oh, okay, okay. It's fine. Yeah, I can wait. Yeah.
So loud. Uh, Lumayan.
Teman-teman kakak banyak yang join live-nya nih kak.
Kayaknya banyak. Dia lagi jam-jam sholat ya.
Iya sih, bener sih.
Nggak, maaf banget ya.
Nggak apa-apa kak, nggak apa-apa.
Karena emang harus syuting. Harus diundur.
Nggak apa-apa kak, ini juga lagi gabut kan di rumah terus saya. Jadi nggak masalah. Iya.
Okay, it's done. It's done. Finish ya.
I think it's done kak. Yeah. So
Okay,
can you repeat it kak?
okay, so I am Marcella Simon. I'm from batch 2010 English Language Department of Atma Jaya Catholic University. I am a public speaker. Also, I am a content creator. I'm a children author, and also recently I'm starting to create my own animation, and also I try to be a scriptwriter for children animation series. Gitu.
Oh, you do a lot of things ya kak ya.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So kak, I want to ask something kak. What made you decided to join PBI in the first place?
Actually, back then, my English is not really good. Actually, it's bad. when I was on school, my English is bad. So I need to take a lot of remedials test because um, my score is not really good. And then I start to think about my future, like what kind of future that I have to I have to do, like what kind of job that I have to take in the future. And then I decided to overcome my weakness. So when my English is bad, actually I have to force myself to learn English at college.
I think that's really cool sih kak. I mean, most of the people they kind of choose, yeah, they kind of choose the thing that they're good at, right? But you decided to improve yourself, overcome your weakness. I guess that's really cool.
Oh, thank you.
Okay kak. So when you first started studying in PBI, what was your impression of the learning environment? Was it good or was it bad?
For the learning environment, actually, I like the environment in which the Atma Jaya students, especially the PBI UAJ students, we don't pay a lot of attention to the fashion style or something like that. So we can enjoy the study by only using jeans and shirt, and we sit together at the floor, something like that. I love that.
So you don't really have to be extra fashionable to study, right? So, Kak, we have a lot of courses, right? We have a lot of subjects back in PBI. What was your favorite one, Kak?
My favorite subjects, pronunciation practice 1 with Sir Wilfred, because he has a silvery voice, like whenever we heard his voice with the headphones at the language lab, it sounds like listen to the BBC BBC newscaster. Like he's so beautiful. I love the subjects.
I thought you're gonna answer writing since you're a writer and all. It was not the pronunciation one.
And, I'm not really love doing. I don't really love to write. Actually.
Oh, so you said that you don't really like to write, but when did you first start writing? I mean, when did you start doing the story and stuff like that? I mean, is it before you went into college, or after, or during your year in university, Kak?
Actually, I start to love writing. Was when I do my scientific paper.
Skripsi gitu, Kak.
Quite strange actually, but my scientific paper advisor, Profesor Setiono Sugiharto. Yeah,
I don't know him yet.
actually he encouraged me a lot to write in a good way.
So you started writing because you have people that encourage you, kayak
Profesor Setiono Sugiharto.
Professor Tiano. Well, maybe if I met him.
Professor Setiono already published a lot of international journal, academic journal. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Kak. I mean, I haven't met him yet in person.
Really? He's so
No.
cool.
Maybe in the future I will meet him because I studied in BSD, right? I think he teaches in Jakarta. Maybe. Okay, Kak. I want.
So from now on, the PBI UAJ has been moved to Bintaro or apa?
BSD.
BSDA, ya.
No, it's actually divided into two universities. The first one is, of course, the Jakarta one, and the second one is in BSD, Kak. So we can choose whether we want to be in BSD or in Jakarta. Okay, so Kak, in what way did the learning process in PBI, of course, the core subject that help you sharpen your writing skills, Kak?
Actually, the main course, the course that helped me a lot is something with something that taught what do we call it? The course. Miss Lani is the lecturer of that course actually, but I forgot what is the name of the course. It teaches us of teaching and learning math from so many sorry. Lobet.
It's okay, Kak.
Aku ngetes tapi nggak masuk, bingung. Sebentar, sorry. Aku lagi di mobil soalnya.
Nggak apa-apa, Kak, santai.
Ya. Sorry. My voice.
I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. And then sampai mana kita tadi?
Your favorite subject? No, the course that help you sharpen your writing skill.
My favorite subject is the one, I forget the name of the subject, but it teach us a lot of teaching and learning math. I forget the name actually.
Oh, Memani say teaching approaches.
This is Memani.
Yeah, that's Memani. I don't really understand I don't really understand the correlation between you writing books and teaching approaches. Kak, can you kind of explain it to me?
Yeah, because for me, in creating the content for children's book, we need to know a lot of teaching and learning methods. So, uh, as possible as I can, I always put some learning materials in my book.
Oh, so it kind of goes like this. Yeah. You because of that subject, you learn how to deliver your message to children, Kak.
Yeah, sounds
Oke,
cool,
Kak.
yeah.
That sounds cool sih sebenarnya. Oke, Kak. Before you write books for children, like the Fairy Dice series and Molen, did you create anything else before that? I mean, like short stories or comics or anything like that?
Actually, all of those was not my first writing. Actually, my first writing is about the story about wayang, but no publishers uh, wants to publish that story because they think that they have to take a lot of risk to publish such a story like that.
Oh, so before you do the Fairy Dice and Molen, you also create another story, but unfortunately, there are no publisher that want to accept it. Maybe someday they will want to accept that, Kak. Kak, when you were in college, Kak, did you ever imagine yourself as an author? I mean, is it something that like, okay, I want to be an author after I graduated, or
No,
did you have any other plan? No.
never, never.
Really? So, what did you want to become, actually?
Actually, I just want to improve my language, my English, and I want to getting to know some psychological psychological, what do we call it, like when we learn in English language department, we learn also a lot of uh, psychology, like the teaching method, learning method, something like that. I just
Oh, yeah, yeah.
something like that. I never imagined that someday I will be an author or the script writer, even the novelist or something like that.
So it just kind of happened, ya, Kak, ya.
Yeah, all of that.
Kak, you studied in education major, right? So, do you have any plan to teach in the future, or maybe after you wrote so many books, then you will kind of like, okay, I want to teach someday or not?
Actually, I do really love teaching, but as you know, I have another plans as a public figure, so I don't have enough time to teaching daily, to go to the schools, and yeah, so that's why actually I decided to start writing a book. So for me, the book is another way to teach the children actually.
Oh, I see. That's cool. See. Or maybe if you find yourself have a lot of free time, then maybe you can come visit us. I mean, I don't mind be taught by you
Where?
in Atma Jaya, of course. So, Kak, how did you get the job for Alex, Kak?
Actually, it's from the Facebook page, the alumni Facebook page. We have one, yeah, Atma Jaya PBI UAJ or something like that on the Facebook.
Maybe I think so. I mean,
So,
I'm not an alumni yet, so I don't know.
okay, sorry. Okay, so actually, at first, I asked my friends to help me to introduce me to the publishers, but unfortunately, it seems like she doesn't want to. Um, she doesn't want to help me actually. So and then um, I opened the Atma Jaya page at, on Facebook, Atma Jaya alumni or PBI UAJ or something like that. I forget the name of the page, but all of a sudden, one of Atma Jaya alumni posted posters. It is about the writers gathering of Media Komputindo, and then there is a contact person to reservation, and I just call them, and then I ask whether I can go there or not, and then after that I just went to the gathering. But actually, it's not the gathering for the all writers. It's only for their writers who already published the books and
Oh,
in company, you know. So actually, I'm so actually I don't know, but at that time, there is editors, book editors that approached me, and then she asked me about, oh, do you have any script or something like that? And then I show mine, and then uh, she loved the stories, and then yeah, we arranged the meeting and we published the book.
oh, so that's it. I'm curious, Kak. If you decided to be a writer, for example, if I decided to be a writer and then I have some script, do I send the script to every publisher or I just approach them one by one?
Actually, it will be good for you to send to a lot of publishers because um, every different publishers will have different taste of the story. You know, like maybe
Oh, I see.
will be rejected by these publishers, but maybe for another publishers they will publish your book.
So it's kind of like sending out your CVs to many companies, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So beside the Paradise series, Kak, and Molen, do you read any other books, Kak? I mean, how many books that you have written so far?
So far, I have published uh, nine books.
Oh, 9 books. That's a lot of books. Those 9 books are included in the Paradise series, right, Kak?
Fairy Days. There is 8 books of Fairy Days series, and then one books is the Molen. Molen.
Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I kind of search your book online and I get pretty confused because there are so many books. And I kind of, well, which one is your book? So, Kak, do you have any experience or maybe you have challenge that you find so hard to overcome that you might want to share with us, Kak, as an author?
As an author, actually, the most challenging, the most challenging thing that I had to face is when we need to meet the children's taste. Like, for example, like this: if we write the novel, and then your target market and your target audience will be your buyer, your reader. But if we talk about the children's book, your target audience, the one who read your books, will be the children. But your target market, the one who pay for the book, it will be the parents. So how to make the children want your books, and how to make the parents want to open their wallets to pay for the books. I think it's the most challenging aspects in writing the children. So you have to
Oh, I see.
strategy.
I never really thought about that, Kak, sebenarnya.
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah,
hard, right?
yeah, because I thought that if you write something, then you should just only think about your reader, not the one who pay for the book. So what you
It
just
is
said kind of
well,
give me an
yeah,
insight.
then
Yeah.
like that. But if it is a children book, like most of children in Indonesia will not have uh like they don't they cannot just one certain book and then they buy it gitu. So I think most of the children have to ask permission from parents in Indonesia. Yeah, if
Yeah,
they
I think it's
at
pretty
the other country,
complicated. See.
it will be different actually.
Mm. So, you just said that there are challenges, right? And I believe that what you just said is just a small portion of the challenge that we will face if we become an author, right?
Yeah.
So, in your own opinion, do you think being an author is a promising job? I mean, will you recommend it to your juniors?
If we talk about the promising job or not, actually, as writers, we never know when will you hit the jackpot. Like like we just publish the book and then we never know whether there is something happen and then make your book highly on high demand, something like that. For example, there is one book author, I think Watik Ideo, Ibu Watik Ideo. She created about the title of the book is Aku Anak Berani. Have you seen the book?
No,
Aku
not
Anak.
yet.
So by the time she published the book, there is a case that is viral in Indonesia. Do you know the case of the children, something on Bali? The children is, oh yeah, an angel. Angel. There is the case that the children, um, apa kekerasan atau kekerasan lah.
Being abused.
Yeah, the children abuse. So the book is highly on demand because of that case. So she
Oh, I see.
just because of there's something happened outside. So whether it is promising or not, I think as a writer, we just need to write a very good story, and then yeah, we try to do everything to promote our book. But
Oh, I see. I
um,
see.
but if we talk about the publishing books in worldwide, I think it will be very promising, but it will be a very long journey.
So being a writer is so hard to start, but if you can make it big, then I guess you'll be guaranteed for the rest of your life, ya kak.
Maybe, maybe yes, maybe
So,
no.
so kak, how do you think that your experience in university in PBI contributes to the field that you're working right now?
Sorry.
How do you think that everything or anything that you learn in PBI contributes to your working field right now?
Uh, yeah, because in creating, as I've told you, as sorry, can I drink first?
Sure, sure.
Sorry. Okay. Well, as I've told you that um, in creating children books, I inspired a lot by some teaching and learning methods that I've already learned from Atma PBI aja ya. So I think it's helped me a lot in creating a good content for children in that way.
Hmm. Okay, I see, I see. So It is really useful for you, ya, Kak.
Yeah, it's very useful for me.
Do you have any plan for the future, Kak, or do you have any next project that maybe you can share with us?
Next project, I have 8 books about feelings. And then I want to try to approach some literary agent for publishing a book in the other country. I want to try to be one of them.
uh, I'm curious about the book of feelings. Is it also a children books, or do you
Yeah,
plan to write it for the mature one? Oh, children books too.
it's about children books. So we
Oh,
teach
and
children how to acknowledge their feelings and how to deal with their feelings, and also like when you feel something, what kind of emotion is that? So
mm,
will be like character building or something like that.
oh, I see, I see. Kak, uh, you write books for children, right? So I guess that you have experience with children. I want to ask something. When you want to teach children, is it better to like tell them straight on, like, you cannot do this or you have to do this, or is it better to kind of like show them or maybe integrate your lessons to something that will make it interesting, Kak?
Actually, back then when I became a teacher, uh, I used to um, use some songs and some games and some activities to engage to get the children attention to the teaching material. So for me, fun learning is the best way to teach the children.
I
Just
see.
just never just never tell the children you have to do this, you have to do that, and you have to actually they will not listen. They will not listen for you like that. Even to reduce the noise of the class, I use the game like I use something like I call it one clap silence like that. So whenever I clap my hands, they need to clap their hands also, and then after that, I clap my hands silently, and then they follow me to clap their hands silently, and then they all became silent, and that way I will try to I will try to start my lesson again. So
Oh, I see. I get.
it's a bit tricky with the children.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that working with children is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
So, Kak, I want to ask something. In your opinion, why is it great for our friends who maybe haven't got any university yet? Why is it great for them to consider joining PBI as the option to proceed in their next step on their life?
Uh, Based on my experience, actually, PBI helped me a lot in uh, in my professions and in my career because first of all, uh, the what we do, what we call it, yeah, ikatan alumni, something like that. So the alumni is trying to help each other, something like that, and then uh, it's trustworthy. PPI UIJ is one of the trustworthy college for me, so that it will help you a lot in searching jobs later on. I think, yeah, I think that's it.
So you recommend it? Okay, Kak. We have some question here for you. In your opinion, is it difficult in learning in PBI, Kak? Was it difficult for you
Learning,
in PBI?
actually, um, difficult or not, yeah. I confused. Actually, the subjects it's not really difficult, but of course you need to work hard to get a good scores, to get the knowledge and to pass the test. I
Yeah, I
think
agree
you have
sih.
to work hard. It's difficult, but you have to work hard.
So the main point is that you have to work hard ya kak
It's not difficult actually.
ya. Okay, Kak, do you have any plan to write books for the more mature audiences, like maybe teenagers or adult?
Actually, I just starting to create a content first at the Instagram, and then after I could gain um, some viewers or some people who loves the story, and then I will send it to the publishers later on. So
Oh, okay, I see.
it's kind of marketing strategies also.
I
Have
see, I
already
see.
a lot of followers. If you have a lot of followers, and then you gave the script or manuscript to the publishers, they will attract to they will what do we call it, they will they will love your they will love to publish your story.
I see. Okay. So popularity is also important ya, Kak ya.
Marketing strategy.
Kak, ya, Kak, I wonder, you have made kind of like 9 books so far, right? Do you have any achievement on based on that books? Like some kind of awards or something?
Actually, two of my books had been became the children best-selling children books at a certain month from all of the books at Gramedia bookstore. Jadi for me, actually, it's quite hard to achieve because they published a lot of books every month. So for me, becoming like 3,000 best-selling books, 3,000 best-selling books. For me, it's enough because Fairy Days is my first book that has been published. So yeah, and then um, last year I joined something from some seminars held by Bancroft called Katapel, and then Fairy Days is became the 20 sorry, the 20 finalist of that program. And then after that, I opened my own stand at the Indonesian International Book Fair last year. So yeah, I think it's a very good achievement from me myself, because this is my first time in writing the children books. So I'm happy. I'm happy enough.
Well, congratulations, Kak. And I think that is also amazing, sih, Kak. I mean, I can even get 1,000 like for my Instagram post, but you can make 3,000 books for people. I think that's really amazing, sih, Kak. Do you
It's
have any?
hard work.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do you have any goal for the future? Like maybe you said that you have reached 3,000 sold books, right? I
Oh,
mean,
no,
do you have any goal for the future?
it's 3,000 best-selling books in Gramedia bookstore. So
Oh,
from
yeah.
a lot of books, the 3,000 best-selling books is my books.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Well, I think that's also great, Tika. I mean, I don't really understand how book selling works. So I guess that's really cool.
You
So,
need,
Kak, before
sorry? No,
no, no,
you
you go on.
need to help the publisher to sell your books. So I went to the school a lot, doing the storytelling, and then have some book launching, and then create like games for children in and the competition, uh, throwing a lot of like coloring competition for the children, so it can help to sell your books too.
I see. Oh,
If
Kak, I have a question.
sorry.
Uh, when you write your books, you have to send it to the publisher, right? And they will kind of like edit it.
Yep.
Uh, does the editor have any kind of like authority or power to change how you deliver the story or not?
uh Actually, uh we need to talk with them, as long as it's not change the whole things, like the like the main story, or the ending of the story, or the character of the story, I think okay, because the public
Oh, I see.
know the market better than us, the writer.
I see, I see, I see. Okay, Kak. So before we part ways, do you have anything to say to our viewers or maybe our friends who want to join PBI, or maybe for those who already a student in PBI?
uh don't forget to work very very hard. Like, um yeah, it's something that you cannot going back, like time is goes by, and then you cannot repeat what you did gitu kan. Jadi so, just work hard, get the knowledge as much as you can, and just apply it in the way as creative as you can.
I think that's a good message, Kak. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ya, jadi buat teman-teman sekalian dan buat kakak Marcella juga, makasih banget tuh sudah menyempatkan waktu. Padahal kakak lagi sibuk kan ya, lagi syuting kan ya, Kak?
Sih, iya tadi lagi dadakan, bukan dadakan sih sebenarnya. Cuman aku apa ya? Aku pikir aku nggak ada di hari ini gitu. Aku pikir aku adanya besok, tapi ternyata hari ini ada. Jadi ya begitu, dadakan. Jadi maaf ya, baru tadi satu
Aduh, nggak
jam.
apa-apa, Kak. Aku malah bersyukur banget nih kakak masih bisa sempetin waktu nih.
Karena kalau ini kan lagi break, kan siang, jadi aman. Tuh.
Bener juga sih. Apalagi
Karena
ada juga ya, Kak.
kan kak deh gitu.
Oh ya, buat teman-teman juga aku ingetin juga sekali lagi kalau misalnya Atma Jaya tuh lagi buka penerimaan mahasiswa baru. Jadi jangan lupa untuk daftar dan kunjungi website kami ya di www.atmajaya.ac.id. Dan kayak Kak Marcella bilang tadi, jangan takut untuk masuk PBI UAJ. Bener nggak, Kak?
Betul banget. Kan loh,
Kenapa, Kak?
menyenangkan, ikatan alumninya sangat
Ya,
kuat. It helps.
menyenangkan. Saya jadi mahasiswa baru aja di sini udah senang banget sih, Kak. Dibantu banget sama dosen-dosen.
Ya, dosennya juga. Apalagi Miss Lani, beliau bantuin aku banget karena aku aku kabur-kaburan.
Saya juga diajar sih sama Miss Lani sih. Miss Lani masih ada nggak sih di sini?
Masih enggak. Miss Lani
Oh, Kak, nih maaf nih, Kak. Ada lagi yang nanya ke kakak nih. Waktu did you join any organization when you studied in Atma Jaya?
never.
Oh, never.
Because I have to work while studying, so it's hard for me to join some organizations. Tapi aku pernah ikutan kayak yang waktu itu dulu kita pernah ngajar di daerah-daerah apa ya, daerah-daerah pedongkelan waktu itu, jadi daerah-daerah kumuh gitu kita pernah ngajar. Nah itu aku ikut kalau itu karena aku suka kayak gitu.
Oh, menyenangkan gak sih Kak kayak gitu? Is it fun for you?
Yeah, it's fun for me. I love doing like helping children to like like melihat sesuatu yang berbeda dari kehidupan.
Nah, sisi lain gitu ya
dan,
kayak.
dan itu pengalaman yang mungkin susah dia dapatkan kalau kita nggak di kampus gitu. Maksudnya kalau kita sendiri kan nggak berani ya ke tempat-tempat seperti itu, kan pasti takut karena zaman dulu kan
Iya
belum
benar.
apa segala macam.
Iya sih benar sih Kak. Tapi kira-kira Kakak rekomen gak sih kalau buat teman-teman kita tuh kayak untuk aktif organisasi gitu?
Banget, aku aja menyesal. Karena tadi aku
Berarti buat
bilang
teman-teman nih,
kan
hmm?
kita nggak bisa balik lagi ya gitu kan. Jadi selama di kampus tuh nikmatilah dengan baik. Nanti kalau kalian kerja, kalian akan merindukan suasana kampus, suasana kuliah. Karena kalau udah kerja tuh udah beda banget. Enjoy
Lebih
your life.
meribetkan ya kayak. Oke, terima
Enjoy.
kasih banyak ya kayak.
Makasih loh.
Ya, makasih banyak banget nih Kak udah temenin aku selama hampir sejam ini kan, meskipun nggak pas sejam sih. Tapi makasih banyak banget nih. Aku selama 45 menit sama kakak ini udah belajar banyak banget sih. Dan aku yakin juga pasti yang nonton juga belajar banyak juga dari kakak.
Lu coba belajar apa?
Banyak lah gimana cara jadi writernya, terus gimana cara, apa sih namanya, backgroundnya itu sendiri gimana, cara kita nge-publish. Pokoknya seenggaknya udah lebih siap gitu lah kak. Kalau misalnya tiba-tiba aku mau jadi writer nih suatu saat nanti. Mungkin, atau juga
Editor,
sih.
editor aku yang di
Hmm?
Alex udah itu loh komen di post aku yang postingan aku feeds Instagram aku tuh. Dia komen
Hmm?
loh, kalau ada yang punya naskah bagus bisa langsung dikirim ke beliau. Ada tuh di
Oh
postingan aku
gitu.
namanya Ibu Agnes Marlina, Agnes Mending, @Agnes Mending. Bisa kalian bikin
Oke,
aja
nanti.
scriptnya, nanti kalau emang oke, bagus bisa dipublish, nanti dipublish sama beliau. Bisa kontak-kontak.
Wah, ya. Jadi buat teman-teman tuh denger ya, jangan lupa cek Instagramnya Kak Marcella. Barangkali nanti bisa dapat kesempatan kan ya Kak, buat jadi penulis.
Coba aja. Kita mahasiswa PBI bisa loh bikin buku-buku aktivitas kayak buku belajar bahasa, buku belajar berhitung atau buku-buku seperti itu. Itu laku loh.
Bener sih. Makasih banyak ya Kak ya atas saran-sarannya Kak. Terima kasih juga buat teman-teman yang udah nonton. Makasih banyak sudah menemani juga. Jadi buat kakak dan buat teman-teman aku juga berterima kasih banget nih. Aku juga minta maaf kalau misalnya ada salah kata atau mungkin yang kurang berkenan dari akunya. Thank you
Aku
banget ya
juga
kak ya.
minta maaf karena aku udah rarely use English. Jadi my English is not back
Nggak
then
apa-apa kak. We all learning kok kak, santai saja. Jadi goodbye ya kak ya. Thank you banget sudah datang. Stay safe ya kak. Stay healthy and stay awesome juga kak. Thank you. See you kak. Bye-bye.